Hello friends. Today we're going to talk about episodes 5 and 6 of season 3 of Squid Game. Noel finds a square and orders all data on player 246 to be deleted. The digital records are destroyed, but a paper copy remains. It can be found in the archive in the supervisor's office. As soon as they enter the elevator, a fight breaks out. The square turns out to be much stronger. He throws the girl from side to side. After several injuries, he already feels like the winner and doesn't notice Noel crawling toward the elevator where she previously dropped her weapon. She enters the archive room, finds the file on Kang, and destroys it. But Kang himself has already been located by the guards, and they are preparing to eliminate him. At that moment, Junho appears from the fog, now knowing where to find the right island. The players are lifted onto a massive platform. This game will take place on 3 pillars. From each pillar, one player must be pushed off. First, from the square platform, then from the triangular one. You just need to press a button to start the game. The game has begun. The players think that 222 should be eliminated, but 333 is against it. He says that player 456 will do anything for the child. Then 203 suggests eliminating both. At that moment, all eyes turn to 125. This is called a democratic vote, so the guy has to accept it. 2 minutes remain. 333 pulls out a pipe, and 125, once again under the influence of drugs, doesn't even notice as he is pushed off. The players move to a new shape. The VIPs realize, with Gi-hun things won't be easy. Player 100 prepares to press the button, but 333 stops him. First, 222 and Gi-hun must be separated. He hints, if both are eliminated, the next to go will be player 353. They're already discussing it behind his back. The overconfident 203 presses the button to determine who will fight Gi-hun. They play rock, paper, scissors. For safety, the winner is tied with jackets to create a kind of harness. But they didn't know that Gi-hun has a knife, with which he can easily cut through the fabric. 333 seizes the moment and pushes the man off. What's more nuts, he confesses that he is the father of the child. The VIPs are surprised by such a confession. For the first time in their game, a complete family is present. Mother, father, and child. A true rarity. The former team begins beating one of the players. They want to weaken him so he no longer resists. Move him to another pillar and throw him off. Gi-hun stands up for him and suggests drawing lots. That would be fair. A fight breaks out, as a result of which 2 more players are eliminated. Player 100 rejoices and once again suggests throwing the guy off. He's even willing to give up part of his winnings. But 333 doesn't need his money. The guy is doomed anyway. 4 players remain alive, but 39 doesn't want to wait until he's used, and jumps down himself. 333 moves to a new pillar and blocks the way. He wants the child, and Gi-hun can stay on the other pillar. Seong explains that if only the 2 of them remain, one will have to make a choice. 333 understands this perfectly. Gi-hun doesn't want to listen to what he's about to do. Junho calls the Coast Guard. They will arrive in 2 hours. In the meantime, he heads to the island alone. Gi-hun promises to let himself be thrown off, but he needs to get onto the pillar. 333 doesn't believe him. Gi-hun repeats that he swore to protect the child. Now 333 begins to suspect that there was something between Gi-hun and his ex-girlfriend. He sets the child down and quietly pulls out a knife. When the time runs out, the bridge begins to close. Gi-hun rushes to jump onto the pillar. He believes 333 doesn't deserve his sacrifice. A fight begins, and for his own survival, 333 grabs the child. Gi-hun steps back, giving him the chance to grab the knife. But even in this situation, his fate is to lose. And only when he climbs up does he realize the terrifying truth. The button was never pressed. Gi-hun presses the button, starting the final round. He kisses 222 and delivers the last speech. "We are not horses, we are human." None of the VIPs expected this. The soldiers spot the Coast Guard. The front man announces an evacuation and presses the countdown launch button. Junho finds his brother, who has already taken 222, and descends with her in the elevator. Time passes. Noel visits Kang. His daughter has beaten cancer. She is also told that her own daughter was likely seen in China. When Junho returns home, 222 is lying on his bed with a small envelope containing a bank card. The prize money has already been transferred to it. The front man finds Gi-hun's daughter. He introduces himself as a friend and says that her father died. There was also a bank card in the box. As the front man drives through the city, his gaze falls on an American recruiter, which means the games exist not only in Korea. And so, the third season comes to an end. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this recap, give it a like, leave a comment, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel.